Well, I promised this would come out before next Halloween. It only took 6 months. By the way, I actually shot most of the shots of the demon paralyzing Brandon and the ending before part 3, but I still need to do the whole 3-minute talking scene and driving the RV. You know, just those 2 small talking scenes. So here is the behind the scenes of part 3 and 4, because they were supposed to be just one part. To start, I looked on how long I spent animating, and it was 118 hours, over 49 days, and on average it was 2.5 hours per day, but a few days I worked 6 hours straight. For the voices, I used my friends in my college film classes. Amy.
You think this is funny? You think this is some kind of game?
Jack.
Speak for yourself. I got one. What do you want?
And Ian.
Get your bitch-ass demon face out of my face.
Hi, this is Ian.
Sup? Hey, this is Ian Alsop. I play Ryan from Aaron's film My Sleep Paralysis Demon, coming this October.
Well, this is for behind the scenes. It'll already be out, but the whole movie will come out next October.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nice podcast studio. For each of the houses, I decided to use a color scheme. These are the colors of Ryan's house: yellow, gray, and green. I also used green Lego pieces for the set design. Emma's house is blue and pink, and Brandon's house is black and red. You know, foreshadowing. And this is a TV playing Lego Star Wars. Yeah, I broke open this off-brand GoPro, so the screen is just barely attached, but the camera is still connected. And then I played a video frame by frame on my computer. I was originally going to use green screen, or glowing blacklight paper screen, but I realized I still can't do any digital effects, so I did it in camera. For this breath, showing that the air is cold in the shadow, I used a Febreze can, because the air wasn't cold enough when I shot this, and I couldn't find an asset that worked. The stars in these shots are on a large TV. For the low angle shots, the characters are literally standing on the lens. For this shot, it would probably have been easier with a probe lens, but I can't afford that, so I just built the slide as the camera went back. This is the rotating mount I used for this shot. And these shots. Now I could explain how I did every shot, but that's a little tedious, so here's some overall scene breakdowns. I use blocking and lighting like a real film would. Jordan's face is in shadow because he's always looking at his shadow, the demon. As well as in the park scene, when Jordan is talking with the demon, the camera moves progressively into the shadow, until Jordan makes his own idea, and then the camera moves out of his shadow. And when Ryan agrees to help him, he steps forward, and all of their faces get into shadows. I also did a 12 Angry Men, starting with the camera up above all the characters, and then mid-level, and then low-level, and then at the end, we are in the ground, the perspective of the demon.
We're gonna wake everyone up.
For most of the night scenes, I just shot it with diffused light. Color corrected it very dark, not to have crushed grainy shadows. You know, like how a real movie does it. This is how I did this shot. I put the camera on a side dolly, I stabilized the wheel and had a radial blur around the edges, and then rotated it. And this is based on a shot I did for real, for a music video. And they're using an RV because it's the only Lego car I have that fits more than 2 people. And for all the effects of the evil sleep paralysis demon, I used some different things. When the demon paralyzes, the aperture goes wide open. I wanted to use the most open lens I could find. I took a lens from a 16mm projector and put it on a macro extender to hold it there. This is like in the 0.0s of aperture, a fixed focus with cool lens flares. I also used these rainbow refraction glasses for these shots. And for these I just rotated it for long exposure. And now I have Act 3 to do, where the kids go into school on Halloween, try to get help and supplies, while Damon morphs out of Jordan and tries to get his demon's friends to attack the evil. But what they don't know is that the evil demon and some others will attack the Halloween party, with their ability to paralyze and kill people when they're awake. Yeah, that's gonna be fun to animate. A crowd of kids running around in a rave party.
Okay, anything you want to say to the viewers?
I hope you are not too scared watching this Lego stop motion film made by some incredible animators.
Animator, actually.
What? Animator. Made by one incredible animator. I hope you aren't too scared from watching this incredible, scary, terrifying Lego short film made by one incredible animator.
Aw, thanks. But I have been animating these characters since last April 1 year ago, and I started this whole story 3 years ago, so I want to take a break and make some other videos for now. I have a good idea for part 2 of the Black Hole Gang, where they break into a museum and steal the Spaceman statue. I'll work on that next. Wait, I should actually get a job.